Yes, Scrum Up North TV viewers, welcome again for our next installment. We are going to be showing you around Mission Club for the freshest night to take off in Leeds. And if you think that you were put off by Storm Dennis, then make sure you see what is happening in there, properly kicking up a storm.
Hey, this is Kaveh from Pleasurecraft, and you're watching Grim Up North TV. Leeds.
How's the tour been going?
Yeah, it's been good fun. Like, it's nice to do a few home gigs. You know, like we do a lot of international stuff, but not usually that much in the UK. So it's nice to do a little bit of a few gigs where you've got your mates out, and that's been fun. Yeah.
I think the best thing about the night tonight is that it's probably one of the first times that we've actually had proper techno at this club, you know. So obviously Grim Up North has been doing its thing, you know, it's been growing the brand, and you know, it's getting the right kind of people in here as well, you know, that are open-minded about music. You know, they know their music a bit more, you know. Obviously it's been a bit more tech house so far, but you know, Eugene, who's you know, running the nights, he wants to experiment, he wants to push the boundaries, and obviously it's a great opportunity for us to come and, you know, showcase our sound and also push a bit more techno in Leeds, because it's one of those, you know, it's kind of got a good history of techno, but you can't really say that there's a techno night here. So it's great to see that, you know, somebody's trying to introduce more techno nights, and obviously with the refurb and everything, the sound system now, you know, it's perfect for it.
Now, as people know in Leeds, Mission is one of the longest established clubs, and I'm sure throughout that time people have had various experiences while they've been coming here. I'd like to know, now under your reign and as it comes into its new incarnation, there's been a lot that's gone on with the sound system, for example, the lighting, so can you expand a bit more on that?
Yeah, so we had over 360 LED tubes installed on the roof, and then we also had just over 50 grand sound system function one put into the main room, just to make every tune that goes through just absolutely sound amazing. With the club having 5 different bars and 5 different rooms, we put different music policies into each, and that way every time you go around you get a different taste. And then in our main room we just hit it hard with all the house, all the tech, and yeah, so everyone has just a little piece throughout the week, just absolutely tailored to them.
My job as a resident is to make sure the night goes smoothly, and I know that as a DJ, and I think I've learned that as a craft over years of like knowing how to warm up. I'm figuring that stuff out, if you know what I mean.
So you've obviously experienced a length of time in Leeds, which for me is the greatest clubbing city in the country without a doubt.
Mission was a big part of my history anyway, like a massive part of my history from when I was playing here first. And then I know that a few different brands have come in, and it's kind of took a different, it went from being super cool and it went a different path, it went a bit more commercial, and now we've come back to this point of where they've started to bring in really credible artists, especially with Grim Up North, to what like the underground scene wants, because to be fair, that's what fills clubs up. Do you know what I mean? And it fills clubs up with the right kind of people.
North TV crew, we are joined by tonight's headliner, Pleasurecraft. You've just finished playing Mission. How was it for you?
Really fun. This is the first time I've been in Leeds since New Year's Eve going into 2011, which was at Moretti Club, so 9 years. And that was like one of my first gigs ever internationally, so it's kind of cool to come back after all this time, almost a decade later. What can people expect from the new album? There's gonna be some big slices of cosmic techno on there. I kind of feel like the kind of techno all caps umbrella term is the bass camp, and there's a lot of peaks within that, like a mountain range, and I'm kind of like trying to trek up to the summit of this cosmic techno mountain. And
sometimes people are like struggling and like, no, it's okay, I've got you on a rope.
No, it's cool. It's you know, so much diversity in people and people's tastes, and everyone, you know, it's not for everybody. Obviously, some people like, you know, the really banging acidy stuff, but I've been really overwhelmed with how much incredible support and feedback, and the fan base just growing exponentially. And you know, I'm going to sets and seeing people wearing shirts that say Cosmic Techno. I mean, that term didn't exist before I started using it, so it's kind of like, wow, like we're, can I curse here?
Yeah.
We're fucking doing that shit, you know? So yeah, it was cool.
So thoughts of Grew Up North wrapping that up there, and you feel like as a crowd it's one of the most giving that you've played in recent times?
Yeah, absolutely. It was super fun, super energetic, really happy with tonight, yeah.
Thank you once again for joining us here at Grim Up North TV. As you can tell, we're showing you the most amazing scenes and sights and festivities that are happening here at Mission for Grim Up North. So make sure you check us out for our next instalment, or even so, come to the club, which I'm sure you've been, and say hello. To me, Ben Random, shout out to you and yours.